My name is Charles and I am 15.
My name is Alec and I'm 10.
My name is Brendan and I'm 12.
My name is Dakota and I'm 18.
We all have lysosomal acid lipase deficiency.
Well, everything started when Brendan was about two and a half years old. He needed eye surgery, and he went and had routine blood work, and the blood work came back with his liver enzymes elevated. And the doctors pretty much told us that it was probably no big deal. He probably just was sick. They sent us to Dr. Lyons down at St. John's Hospital, and he did more blood work trying to figure out what was causing it. And every time he did more blood work, everything would come back normal. And then he sent him to have a liver biopsy, and the liver biopsy had showed that he had basically a fatty liver. He had put him at stage 1 liver disease. It was probably about 6 months after that answer that Dakota got sick.
When Dakota got sick, when we thought it was his appendix, we took him in, they did blood work, came back with elevated enzyme levels, and back, we were talking about it like, that's kind of odd.
I called Dr. Lyons on the phone and I'm like, okay, we just had Dakota tested, and sure enough, his liver enzymes are elevated. And he said, well, we need to get all your kids tested. So he had all the kids tested, and sure enough, they all had elevated liver enzymes and high cholesterol. And that's when they kind of started trying to connect the dots as a genetic disorder.
The boys were put on a cholesterol medication. I don't really think it worked for them at all, and it was very difficult to deal with.
We seen Dr. Macheco for the first time, and he reviewed everything. He did EKGs on them. He took the kids off the drug at that point in time and just said, you know what? We don't really know what else we can test for at this point in time. Let's just wait till they're older and we'll start testing again. And it was the winter of 2014. Dakota got really sick, and he just was run down, tired, couldn't shake it. So I took him to the doctor. I'm like, let's test your levels. We'll see if maybe you have mono or something that's really holding you down. And so I made an appointment with Dr. Lyons, and we got in there, and he was just looking at Dakota, and he said, he says, you really need to get back in to see Dr. Macheco. He's like, medicine, medical, it changes all the time. The advancements keep happening. So we took the kids back down there that following Friday and had them tested for lysosomal acid lipase deficiency. And he called me, I want to say a week later, and all 4 of them had tested positive for it.
When we found out about LALD and its, possible outcomes, I was scared. I mean, it was like, all 4 of my boys could be going through a situation like this. I just sat there and cried when he told me that they had an answer. I knew I was frustrated, I was angry that we weren't getting answers, but it wasn't until we got the answer that I really felt that relief. Now we know what we're up against, we know what we can fight.